we live?
Yeah. We should now be live.
Oh, red light's blinking. That's a good sign.
Yep.
That is a good sign.
I was always told that meant the camera's off.
Whatever Uncle told you that you knock that off. Alright, does someone do an audio test to see how well we are recording and see how loud we need to speak? And very quickly, your AC is 22, 21, 19, and 19.
Yes.
No. 19 without my shield, 21 with my shield.
With your shield. Okay.
That's not plus 1 armor.
Sounds good.
Alrighty. How many viewers do we have? Are we up to 1 million?
2.
Woo!
Who's watching?
2 viewers. This one's for you. Let's do this.
Share.
Alrighty.
Facebook.
Tag me.
Me as well, please.
Tag friends. Jeremy Trevor.
Alrighty. Alrighty.
Gary.
So it is recording already?
Yeah, we're good to go.
We're good to go? Alrighty. To all of you, this is weird talking on camera.
It is.
It's just weird.
I don't like it.
To all of you guys watching at home or that might be watching this in the future, this is the Tiamat battle that these guys have been working for a year and a half, like into this point, coming down to the wire. We're going to get started here in a second. We're going to wait for Jason to finish up. I'm going to do a narrative. We're going to do the rapid recap, and we're going to start this thing. We're going to own it. It's going to be good. I actually have a little extra rapid recap this week.
Ooh.
For our special viewing pleasure. And we will get into this. I'm not sure how much music is going to work.
I mean, we can if we want.
I'd say maybe a soft. Like, do you want to turn it on just?
Yeah, because it's nice having battle scenes.
Do you have audio, Jason?
I think I can do both.
If not, I mean, I'm sure Chris could.
Although I'm already using YouTube on here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I just stream 99 lives.
Because
it's copyright-free music.
Do you want to load it up on my?
Yeah, if you want to put up, you know which one to connect to, right, Jason?
I think so.
The movie theater TV.
Oh,
the volume's at.
Who did that?
Do what?
I was like,
Going down,
just
pal.
getting her ready. Just getting her ready.
Sure.
Amping you up.
Sure.
Amping you up.
We can always have people tell us if the music's too loud.
Hey, Zach. You should give me a top up, please.
What did you have?
Water.
Swap.
Thank you.
Which one is it? Theater?
Movie theater TV.
I have music on my phone, but it's
God.
probably all
God.
like. What am I thinking? Awesome. Oh, it's right off YouTube. Am I gonna be able to minimize this?
Thank you, B.
Nice. I can minimize it. Okay. Turn this way the fuck out for a second. Alrighty. D&D adventures. Fellow people on the internet. Welcome. Are we
It's
excited?
gonna go straight to your head.
Oh my god, it already has. It's so amazing. Alrighty. Before we begin, I feel like I should warn the internet because the internet's full of people that are just going to go crazy. My own Tiamat is my creation, so if I do anything that isn't on a PDF somewhere, don't get mad because I made it up and only I know about it. Do we have any other statements, comments, question, concern before we begin this?
Warning, there's a lot of cussing.
Warning.
Not child-friendly.
There's already been one uncle joke
Yeah.
told tonight.
Yeah, this is blue comedy, so
Yeah.
this is your warning.
Alrighty. let us begin. I feel like we need to have like an intro song or something. Zach, do a jive.
Stop doing a jive.
Alex, truffle
No,
shuffle.
please, no.
Truffle. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Truffle
yeah.
I have no idea what truffle shuffle is. So
From the Goonies?
I mean,
Yeah, I'm not
it's,
gonna
Oh
do
my
it.
it's
God.
Strain and Friends. It's just da da da
da,
da da.
Wait. That's. You can't do that. This is
It's
easy.
not a lot of it. We don't want to get out
Okay.
Copyright infringement. Alrighty.
God.
Let us begin what could be our very, very last adventure. You never know.
Don't look at me.
I hope we're not live streaming TPK, but
God, that would just be so good. I know Robert would be so happy. Like, with the TV.
my brother's like, you'll just be like the infamous warriors that attempted to bring down the
Joe
line.
Manganello in the comments. Ha ha.
there.
Just,
Yeah.
oh, Joe.
Yep.
Alrighty. Let's begin this. I'm nervous. You guys must be. Whew.
Excited.
I'm
nervous for you guys.
I'm ready.
Alrighty, here we go. Ages ago, when this world was still young, before the existence of humans, dragonborns, or even elves, there was a war that raged between the powerful primordials and the ever-present gods. This war would determine the very fate of the world, along with all that would inhabit it in the coming decades. In the midst of this war, one of the largest conflicts was between the great dragon Io and the primordial king of terror. As the fight raged on, warping the very landscape they fought across, mountains shook. The very seas themselves began to split and sunder. Cataclysm shook the whole of the world. But then, the king of terror raised his giant adamantine axe and cleaved through the great dragon Io. Io finally fell. But as the halves fell, they both became themselves giant gargantuan dragons. One rose as a glistening silver-winged dragon that would later take the name of Bahamut, the god of wisdom and justice. The other would rise as the five-headed queen of chaos and death, also the queen of greed, known as Tiamat. These two dragons joined forces to fight against the king of terror, defeating him. After the fight was waged, both dragons, realizing they're both two sides of the same coin, started to brew hate, spite, and conflict between them. Both knowing they would never truly have dominion over the world as long as the other one survived. So their conflict raged on until this very day. Tiamat, in her war to bring the entirety of the world under her dominion, has set about a plan to make the chromatic dragons more powerful. By doing so, she hopes to summon herself into the world. Our group of adventurers had stopped the instantaneous summoning of Tiamat out of hell from bringing her into the world. However, the portal itself leading into hell was still left open, growing bigger and bigger, until eventually the Dragon Queen herself would be able to breach through the portal into the material plane. Our adventurers, to stop that from happening, have entered into hell itself, going to the keep of the Dragon Queen to attempt to steal her essence, to once again bring whole the great dragon Io. With me here tonight are Callista, our samurai fighter. We have Jackson Bolt, the revenant assassin. Oh, sorry, Callista the samurai, played by Morgan. We have Jackson Bolt, the revenant assassin, played by Zach. We have Character 5, the healbot, played by Alex King. And we have, of course, Emperor Orin, commander of Old Arcosia and emperor of New Arcosia, played by Jason. Adventures of Thran and Friends. Allow me to paint you more of a picture. You walk down this path, on this hellish landscape. Jagged rocks, skeletons remain on all sides of this path. As you begin to make your way down this large, almost a bowl structure, there is this massive, jagged, peaked keep that lies in the bottom of this basin, with all sizes of dragons swooping around. You feel like you've probably been identified by this point. And this path does lead right through the main entrance of the keep, leading into God knows where. Adventurers, what do we like to do?
Well, I'm gonna start off by, while we're walking up there, I'm gonna cast Death Ward on all of us.
Alright, so 4th levels and a 5th, right? Alrighty.
All my 4th levels and 1 5th level.
Alrighty.
Then I'm gonna cast, if I remember correctly, it's 8 at 5th level, which would give. We'll do Orin, Callista, and Jackson Bolt. They'll get an additional 20 hit points max.
Alrighty, so go ahead and put that on there for me.
And
that is concentration, I believe.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, awesome.
it just lasts for an hour.
So 5th level's going out left. Right.
I'll double check that real quick, make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's not.
Alrighty.
Our potions last 1 minute, right? Or they 1 hour?
Your vulnerability potions are 1 minute.
Alright, so save those.
Your fly potion lasts for an hour, and your speed potion lasts for 1 minute.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and drink the fly.
Okay. Alrighty. So you pull out the stopper, and it's got this it's this weird orangey material with what looks like little chunks of rock floating around inside. But they're not floating as if they're in liquid. They're almost floating and bobbing as if they're flying themselves.
Which one are you? What are you doing?
The fly.
Oh, gotcha.
Because it lasts an hour.
Okay.
Alrighty. So
Mine actually does too, so I'm going to activate my Avenging Archangel.
Avenging Archangel.
Yep, and I will be able to fly now.
Alrighty. And then you're drinking your fly potion. You drink the potion down. Boom. Kind of feel those chunks. As you begin to swallow down the potion, they almost seem like they want to attempt to keep rising.
Sorry, sharing it.
It's a weird feeling as it goes in, and then you immediately feel yourself begin lighter and lighter, and you begin to float around. You have a fly speed of 60 for the next
Awesome.
round. Orin, as you activate your Avenging Archangel for the first time, you all watch as Orin's normally gold scales begin to kind of darken. And underneath each one of his scales kind of glisten this small bit of light, almost shining through. And each one of your wings wraps even further out than before, kind of shining this black arcane light through them. It's a little disconcerting. It's almost like an X-ray as you look through. You can kind of, as he moves, you can see different muscles and bones moving through his arms.
Interesting.
Alrighty.
Is that everything that everyone's gonna do?
I'm gonna wait on my speed potion. I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait
I'm gonna wait
until we're actually in battle to use that.
And I think your potion of strength, let me double check. I'm pretty sure that lasts for 10 minutes. 35. Just want to double check to make sure. Don't want to do Wizards of the Coast some injustice. Alrighty. Is there anything else anyone is doing to prepare
Well,
for this descent
I
even
think everything
further?
else I have only lasts a minute, so I have to wait till we're in the...
Giant strength is 1 hour.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Drink it.
Alrighty.
I go to 29 strength.
Drink it up. Yep. So you have a
Plus 9?
9 to strength. Yes, sir.
Plus 9.
So 20 is, yeah. Yeah. Plus 9.
I'm gonna never mind.
Mhm.
No, I'm gonna save it.
well, if everyone's done doing their thing, as we walk up to the keep, or we're walking right.
Still a ways away.
Okay.
Last minute preparation.
I'm going to pray to my God for this upcoming battle.
What do you say to Thor?
Oh, I do this in my head, so Orin doesn't hear this.
Okay.
I say
No fortune.
Oh,
Oh.
it's good luck. Rain before battle.
I say I pray to thee, Thor.
Are you using your channel
Yes.
ability?
Yes, the level 20 channel ability.
Alright. What do you say?
Thor, we are about to enter the lair of the Dragon Queen Tiamat. I wish for your blessing to go into this battle, protect our group, and help us fight this evil god in your name.
I'm
And
about to eat some supper. This is a good supper prayer.
and
For nourishment of our body, mind, and spirit.
and I fight this evil god in your name.
Alright. You don't necessarily feel anything at first. After a little while, you notice like kind of that static electricity feeling begin to kind of course through you. Some of your scales and hair around your body begin to perk up a little bit. Nothing too serious, but you can tell something's there. Alrighty. Continue again.
This is it. Let's give her no more time to prepare.
Alrighty.
God. Okay.
You guys.
Now or never.
How fast can everybody go?
60.
60.
Full sprint, 60. Well, I try to fly a little bit, see if I can actually.
Or 120.
Okay, so
Is your fly 60 or is it still 60?
it's still my speed.
It's
My speed's 30, but
I know yours is. I'm not worried about you.
I'm the slowest person here.
That means we have to travel at your pace.
Well, dashing, I'm doing 60. So
Well, I know, but we could dash at 120.
I'm sorry, I'm the slowest one here.
It's fine. Let's go
We
now.
got it.
Let's go.
You guys continue to make your way down this bony path, and you notice that at some point the path turns from mostly hellish rock and a few scattered skeletal remains to more skeletal remains and more, and eventually that's all you're walking on are just bones. And eventually these bones begin to get a slight moist texture to them, and you realize you're beginning to walk on what looks like decomposing corpses as you make your way down this path. The path itself begins to kind of grind its way into the land, almost leading into a valley itself in the middle of this bowl. Giant, gargantuan dragons begin landing on each side of these paths, just watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just checking along. Trying not to puke.
We won't get a second chance at this.
As you
Orin, you better be right about this. All of this.
I read it in a book once.
My life is literally in your hands. because
surprise,
you
it's
read it in a
Asmodeus'
book.
portrait. Let's do this.
Okay.
You guys continue walking down the path. The valley beginning to get deeper and deeper, almost as if you're kind of going into that walk-in basement of this place. But there is no top to this valley, so you can still see the heads of these ancient and even more powerful dragons looking down on you. You begin to walk forward. Roughly in the distance, maybe 100 feet or so, you can see small specks of what looks like almost air pockets beginning to drift down into a well-lit room.
I think that's what we're supposed to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like
You were in a valley, there's only two directions for the most part.
You can actually see behind you one of the ancient dragons.
We have one direction.
Yeah,
Yeah, one direction.
So that way. Oh.
As you are chaperoned into this next room.
I like
Oh,
that.
great.
I
We
like
have
that
to. Oh,
chaperone.
great. We have to hold hands now.
I feel like we should
No,
be,
we're not allowed to hold hands.
be singing
No,
lions
I
and
said
tigers
dragon,
and bears,
not
oh
you.
my.
You guys proceed forward, and you can tell you're getting closer and closer to the heart of this keep. However, you're still in that valley in the middle of this huge basin. But eventually, the valley seals up into a very oblong tunnel. You continue to move forward, and eventually, you find yourselves looking up through the keep itself. You can see different building materials wrapping up into this massive funnel that leads up into God knows where with what looks like air funneling down this massive shaft into, as you look over the edge, this surface that seemingly reflects no light.
It's a giant black hole.
Looking similar to this right here.
Very, very similar.
Yeah.
Shockingly.
I
You see different stalagmites and objects poking through this material, almost undulating slightly,
I
moving.
want to give the group the signal to split up.
You actually, as you look around, you all stand here at the precipice of this pit. The walls actually beginning up around here, this edge leading up and up, hundreds and hundreds of feet into this keep.
Jesus.
You look down and you see no reflection except for your own as you look down into this blackened material. However, at the edge, right where you stand, is what looks like a bowl, except at the bottom of this, it's on a stone slab that kind of comes up with a bowl made into it. At the bottom of this bowl, there's actually an opening. It almost seems like a if you've ever been to a church, an offering bowl.
Blood offering, I'm assuming.
What offering of you?
Go and somebody roll an insight check. First roll of the night. Let's see how we do.
Oh, I'll roll 2.
Anyone can roll,
16.
or is it just...
Anybody can roll, yeah. Well, you're kind of looking at
9.
Not natty, but 20.
Okay.
yeah,
I got
same.
a 9.
Not natty, but 20.
This isn't a hard check. What do dragons govern above all?
Oh, gold.
Gold. Well, since Jackson has no more gold, I will dish out what little gold I have.
How much gold are you offering to the Dragon Queen?
I'll just throw everything I have.
How much is that?
4,082.
I will throw her
Jesus
25,161.
Christ.
Yeah, it only takes one piece, so I'm just gonna say
Okay.
I throw my broken longsword in there?
you're dying first.
I mean, that was a given.
You, Orin,
I'm
realizing that dragons cover in gold, there's only one true way to summon her. We'll walk over and drop a single piece of gold.
Pling.
Ping, ping, and you hear it like a rock falling down a well for what seems like an eternity. When you begin to hear
Stick to the plan.
Orin.
the
I
gargantuan
don't like that sound.
the gargantuan dragon behind you nudges you forward. You
Oh.
see its teeth begin to show as it chaperones you onto the blackened surface.
Wait,
You,
what?
s-
Does it feel solid, liquid?
you touch it, and it almost feels like glass. It has a very, very smooth, reflective surface to it.
Interesting.
However, you
Or like in that mirror
It's like
room.
an obsidian.
However, you feel it, and the heat of hell itself begins to give way. It's like somebody turned on the AC, and then somebody turned the AC on way too strong. You begin to feel yourself getting colder and colder. Everyone go and make me perception checks.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
Crap.
Uh,
I got.
11.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
I'm just messing everything up. Sorry, guys.
Who? Okay, perception.
Perception.
20, not natural 20.
30.
30. Yes.
You got a 30.
What do we get?
I have a plus
11.
11.
11. Okay. Alex?
13.
13. Okay. You guys just begin to look around, and these motes of air that you see funneling through the keep, through the structure itself, are meeting with this ominous black glassy surface. And you begin to look at them more and more intensely. You begin to see faces in these motes of air, screaming faces as they are pulled into this blackened void.
Wonderful. That's where all this
You
dead
see,
souls are going.
you see some of them screaming and struggling. However, all of them are funneled without mercy or pity into this blackened road.
This is not a good place to die. There's
Yeah.
At least
Just
it's
a
not
thought.
At least it's not the people from home. Too soon?
Zach.
Just poured orange.
Oh God! All the brother,
Oh,
sister,
my gosh.
wife.
Poor
Yeah.
Orin. What a shame. I mean, It'll be fine.
Yeah. I call him Port Malik now.
That might be a good thing.
Fucking Malik.
Fucking Malik.
God damn it, no.
Turned into such a dweeb.
You guys all begin to see ancient dragons and all sizes of dragons. And the inside walls of these keep begin to form and look inward, almost as if you're in a giant arena. None of them taking into the air of the central piece, but you do look up to the top ends of this keep and see one massive.
Multi-headed.
Once it gets about halfway down, you see it. A 5-headed, embroidered with red scales, massive queen of dragons.
Okay, I'm so ready
Time to
to
split
use
up.
mini.
Time to split up. Run!
Yeah? Unless we save our wisdom, Chad.
No, that's why we don't want to be next to each other.
This is
Yeah.
the part where I
See
say, not up
this.
or shut up.
Oh my
Oh.
god. Can I just see?
Oh,
You see its massive
Gorgeous.
wings spreading to each side as it hovers in the air, looking at each one of you. No, don't touch.
I touched it.
You die first.
You
Oh yeah, that die first.
You begin to see mist coalescing off of the dragon and funneling forward. Funneling to around about this spot. Begins to coalesce into a shape. A humanoid shape. It begins to step forward towards you.
do we recognize the humanoid shape?
With your perception check, you don't recognize it.
Shit.
With my perception checks, I remember.
It begins.
Are we-
It begins.
yeah,
It begins to take the shape of a woman, and as it gets closer, it becomes less opaque, more visual. A black-haired woman with a small silver tiara wrapped around her head, a scantily clad but powerful garment dressing this woman, and you can just see the blackest hell in her eyes as she steps forward to greet each one of you. You see a twisted smile curve across her face. Been waiting a long time for this.
She talking to all of us, or she directing it at somebody?
Kind of looking at you.
Who are you?
The dragon's still flying in the background. You know exactly who she is.
Tiamat. Is this her human form, I'm guessing, or?
You can still see the mist kind of siphoning almost off of the dragon, creating this humanoid. Little wisps of air creating this human self to more easily communicate with you.
Does she say anything else?
No, just I've been waiting.
I've been waiting a long time for this too.
I will enjoy ripping apart each and every one of your souls for the rest of eternity.
Haven't you ever just wanted to be whole again?
She leans in to you, Warren, getting close, and actually begins to look at you, your shape, begins to walk around your back. You feel her sharpened fingers along your shoulder blades across your chest.
So she's real-ish.
If I wanted anything to do with that weakling Bahamut, we already would have been one. But I'll make you a better offer. You join me, and we will take back this world, and you will serve your beautiful queen without question.
I turn 5th level smite his skin in the no.
Totally would do too.
You pray to a long dead and weak god. Balance is not power.
half of this once dead god. You're only half of what you're left with.
Are those the last words you ever say?
Probably.
Famous
I
last
will
words.
reunite you, and I will bring balance back.
I think I'll keep you. You see the motes of air beginning to return to the dragon, snaking back to her form, and you see all 5 heads gnarl their massive gums over these teeth as long as your arms. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh.
Nope. Roll initiative for me.
Get advantage.
You do
You
get
like
advantage.
I already need a shot.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Do we have any comments really quick? Does the audio sound good, guys? I'm gonna play music. Somebody in the comments, or if we have anybody,
Do we
shit.
have any?
We have 2 right now.
Woo!
Ooh.
2 people.
You're one of them.
One of those.
Yeah,
Is,
one of them's me, because
and one of those is probably my dad.
Probably.
Love you, Dad.
Did it share to Facebook and tag all of you guys?
It didn't, but I
Yeah.
shared your post and tagged everyone else.
Because I tagged like all of you guys in it. I thought.
If you're
I'll
watching,
double check right now.
whoever you are, check the audio for me. Let me see how you do, or let me see how it is. All
Yeah, I got tagged in the post.
Alrighty. I'm very excited. Let us go through the initiative order. 25 to 20s.
22.
22.
What'd you roll?
I got 17.
22. 20 to 15s.
17.
14. Well,
17.
Oh god.
Roll again for me.
it's not bad going last, right?
Don't add anything.
No, I'm going last.
17.
What did you roll?
Wait,
11.
so he got 17. Oh,
Okay,
I
so
got
you're
the-
cleric.
Zach, you
It's
got
fine. It's fine.
17.
Plus I get -1.
Got
You
14.
get negative. How many things do you get -1 to?
Just extinction
Everything that says
intelligence.
intelligence.
Oh my god.
Luckily,
That's
my
why
Alex.
his name's Character 5 and not
Well,
his kid.
I mean, I'm aware of this. I've been playing with him for a year and a half, but Alex, will you have one of us do your stat points one of these times?
He just rolled not as
Yeah.
good on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled terrible.
Alice, what'd you have again?
I had 10.
Okay, thank you.
I rolled an 11.
Alrighty. Yes, okay, again.
So, here we go.
You see energy coalesced in the chest of this maximum size dragon.
Would you say when I was taunting her, I was putting my vow of amenity, being like, I'm gonna fucking kill you?
No, you didn't.
I'll fucking kill you! That's kind of what it is.
It
like,
kind of what it is.
last breath.
Make sure you tell me that next time, if there is next. You begin to see energy coalesce in what looks like almost the chest stomach of this gargantuan dragon, and you see this energy split into each one of her 5 heads, directly going to her eyes and beginning to drain out her mouth. However, before she has any time to do anything, you are up, my dear.
Oh, I'm up.
You are up first.
What?
Yes.
Run away.
Yeah, I wanna.
Since we didn't get done.
What's the difference between this and this? Is it just like normal?
They're honestly
5, 10,
different,
15?
kind of undulating chunks of black void. You're not entirely sure what they are.
I want to run as close to this as possible. I just
Okay.
want to be able to like get some cover.
Okay, yeah, you use about 20 feet to...
All right, I'll pause my movement. How far am I away from her? Please, too.
She is roughly, I'm trying to think here, she is about 15 feet off of, 15 feet to the top of this
Yep.
undulating black part, and she's actually flying in the air. She is around 50 feet in the air right now.
Okay,
I'll actually go ahead and move that over.
Thank you.
She is flying currently.
Okay, I am going to. I guess the only thing I can do is I'm gonna range attack.
Okay, alright. So the Leviathan blade
Yeah.
morphs into the bow in your hand. You draw back the bow. Go ahead and make the first attack roll.
Okay. 7 plus 15.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
I will miss.
Okay. And then that's gonna miss.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go.
30.
That will hit. Yes.
Actually, sorry, 31.
Remember, if you're within my range, you're getting my buffs too.
That doesn't help for attack.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just don't want anybody to forget.
And then another 12 plus 15.
That will hit.
Okay, so at least I got 2.
So 2 hits. All right. Go and roll 2 d10s and 2 d8s for me, please.
Oh, I know, sir.
It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt bad. You guys are kind of like you shouldn't do too well in your initiatives.
Alright.
Go ahead for me and minus your d8s. She is immune to acid damage. So what are your d10s?
Your dad
That's
put,
sad.
if she's gonna have a mug that big, it needs a meme on it.
All right. So what is your? So you rolled.
So that is 42.
Of 2 d10.
Or sorry.
So what did you roll on your d10s?
I rolled a 9 and a 6. Sorry.
So 15.
15
plus 18.
plus plus 30. Skull of Laughing Doom is plus
Yep.
15.
Haven't activated it yet.
Yeah, I did by doing a range attack. I activate the Skull of Laughing Doom to change my.
That didn't. No, it doesn't.
Isn't that how that works?
No, you gotta
Okay.
use your bonus action.
So that's
That's
plus
it.
18.
Plus 18. There you go. There you go. You can use your bonus action to activate it now, though, if you want.
Yes.
Bam. So 2 attacks, or a whole flurry of attacks, kind of snarling at it, and you feel the black void energy overtake you. Alrighty. First shots have been fired here by Morgan. Awesomely done.
I know. Plus she. Yeah.
Alrighty. That is your turn. Skull, Laugh, and Doob activated, and we are off to the races.
Other than that-
Jackson Bolt, you are up, sir. Actually, she's got to do something, man. She's a little pissed off at you. I need everybody, really quick. She's gonna use a legendary action here. We're gonna start this. We're gonna start this thing off right here for you. Go ahead, and everybody.
amazing.
Hold on 1 second. We'll
Make that dexterity.
everybody. Go ahead and make me a
me, yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Constitution.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Is this for frightening presence?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
One of her
nice. Constitution, sir?
Constitution saving throws, please. As her green dragon head reels back, and you see that energy whip out of its mouth.
22.
34.
Add his aura. Make sure you do it.
Oh.
I already added mine. I already added the aura 30.
Pass.
12.
Fail.
Am I within his
Yeah.
You are.
aura? Okay, so 22 plus 3, so 25.
Fail.
24.
Oh god.
Also fail. You all take 80
Damn.
points of acid
Whoa.
damage. Half with your invulnerability potion, so you take 40 points of damage. You take 20 because you passed. You passed.
What about doesn't saving throws evasion? or
not
resilience?
for Constitution, for dexterities.
Okay.
Remember that though.
So we take 40?
We take so
You take 40.
Yeah.
I take
20.
20.
Yes. Green dragon head. And you're just pelted with this bubbling, scoring acid, even through the pillar itself, just wiping around this just black and void space. Alrighty. That is her legendary action. Jackson Bolt, you are up, sir.
Alright. Let me just okay, there we go.
That's it. You got it. Yeah.
I immediately drink.
No, this is my team, man.
I'm gonna drink
Somebody-
that speed potion.
Alright, so bonus action. You see the forms of these 5 snapping heads on the dragon begin to slow ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. You could tell the speed on this creature is immense.
What kind of soda were you drinking?
Fun. That's crazy, man.
My cherry juice.
Okay.
Alrighty, Jackson Bolt, what do we want to do, sir? She right now is about 50 feet up in the air, and she is roughly. She's about 40 feet away from you. Yeah. So she's roughly about 60 feet.
She hasn't attacked yet.
That's true.
I'm
She
gonna.
attacked with her breath weapon.
That was a legendary action. Does that count as an attack though?
It does technically count as an attack.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then there goes mine. There goes that. I'm gonna go ahead and activate the invisibility.
Okay, so use your action, and you feel the bead in the center chest of your the central part of your chest armor, right over your sternum. Klingon cloaking technology style. Jackson Bolt is invisible. And I have the cool see-through white one for you.
Yes.
Nice.
Do you want to taste this?
And a bit.
Oh, I want this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything's in
You
there.
can buy one then.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh yeah, everything's in there.
Thank
Alrighty. Where do we want to go, sir? You're invisible. Bonus action for the potion. Action for the healing. You still got movement.
All right. I got so the speed.
really
How
good.
much does that add to my speed again?
Oh, so you have a speed.
Because I'm already at 120
You
with
have,
my.
no, you have a speed of 60 and it goes up to 120. So your base movement is 120.
You can dash for 240.
Okay, so I can dash for 2. Okay, gotcha. Okay. I'm going to move.
And remember, if you don't tell me you're flying, you guys are on the black and void.
Okay.
So please remember.
I'm gonna move out this way.
Oh yeah, that's.
Do I have enough for that?
Oh yeah, you're
You have
Yeah.
12
Like
left.
I should be able. To,
Oh,
Captain?
I should be able to go anywhere.
she's dead. You guys killed her.
That's fine.
Okay, so you are going to.
Yeah, but I want to be behind that. Yeah.
Alrighty, so you take cover behind that pillar right there, kind of putting your back up to this black and void area, and you feel just your heat off of your body siphoning off of it. What little heat you have in your remnant body is just.
Huh?
You already used this action to invisible.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I have to wait. Yep.
Alrighty.
But
very
next
quick.
round. And plus, on top of that, I can't do sneak attack anyway, because the legendary action counted as an attack.
Gotcha.
So it would be completely useless. Might as well set myself up.
Okay. Alrighty. Jackson Bolts, that is your turn, sir.
Yep.
We are. Jason, you are up, sir.
Oh, snap.
Baby mama.
How far? She's 50 feet up.
She is 50 feet up currently, and about. What did I say? I know I'm going to lose my tape measure by the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
So 30. So she's about 50 feet away from you and about 50 feet up.
Okay.
Someone wanted to see the dragon.
Yeah, somebody tag Joe
Can you take a photo? Hey, Alex.
So
Can you take a photo?
my
of the
I'm
dragon?
already activated
Like,
flying.
just break down
Yeah.
the
Bonus
photo.
action.
Not anyone in it, just those.
Vow of amenity.
Vow of amenity as you raise your sword up at her. Do you say anything?
You. You won't be,
You're gonna get it.
you wouldn't have been cut so good since the first time.
That's all you got, really?
Yeah, I don't
You're
know.
live streaming right now.
now.
Live streaming right now. That's all you got for me. Okay, we're gonna put it on.
The last time you tasted a slice like this, it was from an ancient primordial.
It's been revoked.
It's been revoked. I don't know.
Alrighty. So
I'm just
you
gonna-
bonus action. Vow of amenity. You have
120 movement right towards her.
120. 120?
Well, wait. I got 60.
60.
Base.
You're gonna bonus action. Or you're gonna action dash.
Ooh, I don't want to action that. So can I get to her with 60?
You cannot. Now with it's 50 away and then 50 up. So she's what is that? 75 feet away from you right now.
Damn it. Oh, that's a bonus action. I will. About to do.
Pew.
I've already got my potions activated.
It's better to pew than do nothing.
You have your strength activated. You haven't activated your invulnerability yet.
And is that an
It's
action?
a bonus action. Yeah.
Cap. Now I know how Mason felt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, right in the feeling. Oh. Oh God.
Alright, well, I'm gonna drink that.
Sorry,
And
Dad.
you would use your
Wow.
action.
That,
Okay, so you
That was a
60
bit of
feet
a
this
Where?
stab. I
this.
felt
Yeah.
that
To
right
clarify
there.
really quickly, this is the perimeter of the battlefield. These edges are not here.
Okay.
You can move vertically, however.
Like 10 feet off the ground and then 40 this way towards this stalactite.
Here's the stuff.
40 feet. Alrighty, you get about right there, and you are flying off the ground, sir?
Yes.
Alrighty, you are 10 feet off of the ground.
Bonus action.
You see two of the heads kind of snapping at you as you begin your ascent the other direction. Alrighty.
Owie.
Make sure you push this right.
Now it is
Huh?
Tiamat's turn. You see, with your perception check, because you're so damn perceptive, the arrow wound that you left in there, little tiny hole right on the nip, just seals shut.
Oh.
Is she using her regeneration?
She has regeneration.
You're not quite sure.
Oh, well. It's... That
She
damage
regains
is gone
30
now.
hit points at the start of each turn.
At this point, she is going to go ahead and begin her ascent from this hellish landscape by killing all of you.
Let's go.
Alright, all done.
I need everybody, as all 5 of these heads coalesce, beginning
That's your word of
to...
the night.
What?
That's your word of the night.
Oh, I love that word. All 5 heads together begin screaming out in every direction. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw, including you, sir.
Is that fear?
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh, it's fear, then I need to roll 20.
Nobody is in Jason's aura, so please nobody add.
Uh, 24.
22.
25.
18.
Ooh. That sounds painful.
You remember your
I
fight.
rolled a 7.
You remember your fight with the ancient red dragon. Its attempts to put fear into the very heart of you. However, this is no ordinary dragon. You immediately feel your limbs begin to lock. Your muscles begin to tense. Your joints begin to immediately not move as you are condemned with this creature. Each one of you are paralyzed with a paralyzing presence. Orin, you actually fall from the sky. As you begin to do this.
Wow.
You
That's, that hurt a bit.
Interesting.
She snarls at you, my dear. She is actually going to move her... Oh, yeah. Still being airborne for this, roughly about 20 feet away, you see her gnarl a huge fist at you. The first strike of Tiamat is going to be at you, my dear.
Oh boy. Incoming.
Let me make sure I get this right. Paralyzed creatures, because all of you are paralyzed. Paralyzed creatures are incapacitated. You cannot take action or reaction. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws. Attacks against the creature have advantage. Any attacks that hit the creature within
The range are an automatic crit. First attack of the game at you, dear. 27 to hit.
A little bit.
27 to hit, and 1 will be at you, Hiskin. Just giant fists descending from this area. Oh god. Each one of you is going to take 47 points of bludgeoning damage, half to 23 points for each of you for your potions of invulnerability.
Is it 23?
23 points of actually magical damage. She actually gets 1 more. She's going to go ahead and do 1 more at you. Morgan, natural 13 plus 19. It's pretty much going to be anything but a 1 is going to hit you. Anything but a 1, anything but a 2, and anything but a 3 is going to hit on you. Righty, she's going to go ahead and do her, actually, tail attack as she whips around, sending it roll.
Good.
I'm going to hit every time tonight, and my damage is going to suck.
That's
That's how this is
I'm
going to go.
okay with that.
Okay with that.
However, being a crit, whew,
I'm gonna need
48, 58, half to 28 points of magic damage as this massive tail cuts across you.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I mean, you see a little bit of blood on me, but
You know what? It's like in the action movies, though. Like, the guy's all bloodied in the face, but the woman doesn't have a drop of blood. Like, there's a little grease on the sides. That's it right there. Just a little bit of grease. Feeling good, though. That is going to be her turn. She is maintaining at around 20 feet in the air right now.
Yeah.
That is the end of her turn.
It's gonna be my turn.
Yes, it is. Go ahead and make a wisdom saving roll for me. 21. You do have your mulligan double pick if you'd like to redo it.
No, I'm saving that.
Okay. Alrighty. You, having taken this massive hit across your body, still unable to move. Your entire body seems locked in this moment. Alrighty.
Am I able to do VS?
You are unable to take action or reaction. Or bonus action. Yeah, you can't cast any spells. And you make that save at the end of your turn. Morgan. Yeah, you make the save at the end of your turn. So when you rolled, that was the end of your turn. Go ahead and make your roll,
I
dear.
thought you could still make actions.
No, you can't take action or reactions.
29.
29. You in this moment taking this massive, just Tiamat fist to the face and a massive tail. Fuck this. Break yourself free of these invisible binds and you are no longer paralyzed. What do you want to do, sir? Or miss?
What?
Sir.
You do have to activate your potion of invulnerability, by the way. So I'm going to say you use your bonus action this turn to do it.
Okay. I'm going to use my second wind to heal myself.
Awesome. Yeah, D10.
Yeah.
Own it. Oh, wait. That's a bonus action. Sorry. Because you didn't activate your invulnerability. I'm just saying you did before. I'm just making you use your bonus action this time.
Okay.
So do that next round.
Okay.
All right. What do we want to do? Because she's about 20 feet off of the ground right now.
I am going to fly up to her level.
Okay. And I'm all thumbs tonight, Jesus Christ.
We all are.
Alrighty, you fly up to this.
Menacing dragon, morphing your bow into a sword, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Into the heart of this dragon.
Just imagine a slow
I'm
motion
also.
moment.
Never mind. Okay.
Okay, 4 attacks.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So 30.
That'll hit. One hit.
That is 19 plus 15.
That'll hit. Yep.
11 plus 15, so 26.
That'll hit. Yep. 3 hits. Get it.
Yes. 8 plus 15, so
8 plus 15. Awesome. Wait a minute.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
That is one miss.
Okay, so 3 hits.
So you've got 3 hits, so 3d10. Go ahead and just hold off on the d8s for me.
Yeah.
Reroll 1s and 2s.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Jason, sir.
And damage.
Take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from your fall.
14 plus 30, so 44.
44. Very nice.
No, it's not.
Counts.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you pretty much go up seeing just streaks of this gargantuan dragon being sliced off by your katana every time.
I miss my D8s,
But
man.
you see these heads rolling down to look at you. Alright, is that your turn?
No. I want to
Wait, there's
use.
more.
How? So.
Use your action, bonus action already.
Yes, I will use all of my movement or just half of it. I only sleep.
To get up there, honestly, that was about 20 feet of movement.
Okay.
Or, yeah, 25, somewhere around.
I'll just stay.
You sure? You can back up if you want.
I'm gonna back up a little bit.
You gonna back
I'm
up?
gonna back up to where originally it was.
Okay, yeah, you got room for it. She is gonna take her opportunity attack. Anything but a 1.
Totally baited you into that.
Yeah, he did.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
You watch as one of the heads bites down. Jason, pick a number 1 through 5 for me.
Jesus.
Oh no.
3.
Oh.
Nice pick.
Hopefully it's
Oh
red.
god. Yeah, hopefully it is red.
Probably.
With that smile.
You watch
no.
as the green head.
Nope.
Yeah, sorry, nope. Clumps down into you.
Oh god. Oh, Morgan, you're getting punished.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
He did absolutely shit. Teammate, you let me down here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Io.
I looking out for you.
Technically, I was beating your ass right now. I mean, in half of him is.
It
I'm gonna
is-
ignore that.
Yeah.
That half. It's
It is going to be 32 total points, half to 16.
So you actually
Thank
kind of luck. Yeah, you luck out very much so. That was a lot of ones and twos. As the green dragon head kind of climps the armor right off of one of your shoulders, and you feel the acid beginning to burn your skin away. Alrighty, that is your turn here. It is Zachary's turn.
It's fine. We're good.
Alright.
Zachary Jackson Bolt on the stands, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what he can do here.
Okay, I have another potion to use.
Yeah, I did.
Which one are we doing?
The immune.
Yes.
Or that one. That's the one that lasts
No,
for,
I'm
what was it?
doing it
For
in
a minute, yes.
Yes, I'm going to use that one now.
Alrighty. So use your bonus action.
Yes.
Ooh.
And all this potions.
Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, none of you guys have taken your invulnerability potions yet. You should have taken more damage on that first one. We're not even going to worry about it. But you,
We all did at the start, though.
No.
Like-
it only lasts for a minute. That's why I was
Yeah.
having you hold
that's
off.
right.
Yeah.
I took my
Right.
Titan strength.
Yeah. So
But on my last turn, I did drink it with my action, so I
Right.
did take mine.
yeah.
I have no hits.
That's
You
right.
took his. I made you burn your action, so
Yeah.
you haven't taken yours yet.
Yeah, which you said I couldn't do an action or.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you can't. You're paralyzed. You can't move at all. So, it's like,
But I have to do a wisdom
so if you guys
save.
want, go ahead and add another 20 points of damage, you two, for the acid breath at the very beginning.
Add 20. Alright.
Add another 20 points of damage. And yes, Zachary, it is your turn, sir.
Fuck
me.
You're still better
Okay, so
saving
I'm subtracting the under 20.
Alrighty, and Jackson. Actually, I'm sorry, sir. You are incapacitated.
I can
Or you're
roll.
paralyzed. Yeah, paralyzed creature. You know what? It doesn't say bonus action. It just says action reaction. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna say if you wanted to use your
No,
bonus.
one-
So go ahead and
You drink yours. You drink yours with your bonus action. However, you are unable to take actions or reactions or move.
I can
in this
still
state.
roll for my wisdom, correct?
Yes, that is at the end of your turn. So go ahead and make your wisdom saving throw for me.
You said this wasn't frightened?
It was not frightened.
I'm gonna use
You are
one of
paralyzed.
I'm gonna burn one of my luck points.
Okay, let's do it.
Just to let you know, my armor gives me save advantage on your savings. So.
That's, yeah. that's
Yeah,
what
this
I
is
was
not
asking.
this is not a fear. Not a fear effect.
And breath weapons.
24.
24. Even with the luck point,
Yeah.
It's probably not his max roll.
you.
What'd you roll?
Huh?
What was your roll?
Double check.
It's just subtract 7
No, I know, but what'd you roll?
for no wisdom.
Yeah, what'd you roll on the die?
Wait.
What was
that's
your number that you
24.
rolled?
Huh?
Because you're proficient with wisdom saves.
Yeah.
17. It was 17.
So you rolled 17 on the die?
I did.
You do not break free of the constraints that hold your body. You almost feel.
What's your plus?
Yeah.
Plus 7. I just. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah, I know.
healthy roll. Yeah.
I know. That's. That was
Alrighty.
that was a luck point just on that.
Alrighty. So Jackson Bolt, you
Well,
feel yourself still overtaken by this
I really-
paralyzation.
I don't know what to do.
Alrighty. Jason, it is your turn, sir.
So, I have Cleansing Touch.
Is it an action to use?
It is.
Yeah.
But it ends spell effects.
Yeah. And this is also not a spell effect.
Well, it ends any effect.
Right, yeah.
Any status
If
effect.
you almost like see your hands glowing and you're like you're unable to curl around and
Close
touch
your
yourself.
fingertips.
Yeah,
Close your
you're almost
fingertips.
unable to reach around and touch yourself. I'd say
I
there's
want to touch myself.
Non-play society.
use my action to rub one off.
Yeah.
Alrighty, go ahead and make your wisdom saving throw, sir. If we have any no bonus actions.
At least you get your +3 in your order.
I'm not. No.
You did notice something though.
I did.
After taking those 2 hits, it almost motivated
Yeah,
you out of
19.
your trance to do it. 19.
13.
You feel yourself just frozen in this moment.
But you can still take bonus actions?
Take a bonus action without casting a spell.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't use like V or S because you can't kind of move your jaw. So, alrighty, that is your turn, sir. Miss Tiamat's turn.
Oh, wait.
I can't believe that one.
No.
Anywhere.
Jason gave her sass. You are gonna get one
Good.
fist attack from 20 meters. Yes.
I
you.
can't take any attacks from Tiamat right this second.
Yeah, anything but a 1's gonna hit you. Natural 7, and then she's
Yeah.
going to fly over.
One is, I think, me, maybe.
You feel yourself frozen in this moment, but you feel the landing in your legs.
But I'm not afraid. Like, bring it over.
You are not afraid. God damn it. You are
Since this is not fear.
fucking, you are fucking ready. This is not a fear. You're like, ready. Alex, you are going to take...
I need help.
Oh, I need help.
Your health
I
is
just
right
need
next
a-
to
You're
you.
going to take
I
22,
just
so
need
11
your-
points of magic
your
damage.
aura.
Actually, sorry,
I
so
just-
it's an auto
I
crit.
just
It's
need him
11.
to not be paralyzed.
2, so that'd be
I just
40.
I just don't
So,
want to burn
No,
more luck
52.
on this.
Because it's an automatic crit because you're frozen. So 52 half,
I
so
almost-
I'll take a
26.
health potion
I
here in a
almost need to
minute.
get a crit.
26 points. Jason, 2 strikes on you, sir. 22 armor class. I have a plus 19 to hit, so anything but a 3.
Reaction. Well,
No, you can't take reaction.
Can't take
oh, you
reaction.
can't?
Yeah.
Damn it.
322
And a crit.
and a crit. But they're already crits, so it doesn't even matter. So 1 fist and 1 tail attack against you. Damn,
Trevor's.
I'm very proud of. I'm very
Hey, Trevor.
Trevor. What's up, man?
Hi.
I'm very proud of you for remembering your reaction though. So because that actually, if I roll
He
a
wants to know what's up
3,
for
4, 5, 6, 7,
They were a
Yeah.
Christmas present.
yeah,
Here, hold on.
Yeah, I bought them for everybody for Christmas for our group.
yeah, get it. Yeah, if I end up rolling a 7 or less, you can use your reaction and it will transfer to your armor instead. So definitely remember that.
Hi, Chris's dad.
Hi, Dad.
29 rolls.
How many viewers do we have?
Since 4.
So 29.
I think he's one. I
Yeah,
might be
I'm
one.
watching.
Oh.
What's that?
Brought up to 59 points of damage for the crit. 59 into 60, 69 total points. And you took your potion,
Yep.
so that's going to be 35 total points of damage. Man, you're really fucking lucky those potions were.
Yeah.
Woo! That could have been bad.
And that's why we took them.
Alrighty.
My turn.
Not too impressed. And you have taken 1 hit. Remind me of that when you make your wisdom saving roll, please. And you have taken 2 hits. Please remind me. Not terribly impressed with the game she has seen. She is going to use her movement to go and hunt. Actually, we'll take measure. Another. Oh yeah. She's going to use.
Oh,
She begins looking around the rock.
oh,
Zach, make a stealth check for me.
Jesus.
Very important stuff, check.
Nat 20, baby!
Oh, yeah.
Oh!
That
doesn't matter.
That will make a difference. However, plus what?
Plus 17.
So 37.
Oh. Oh. Even if a crit this doesn't work.
Plus 26 perception.
Oh, God.
Goodness.
Look at the red. Look at the red. Look at the red. Look at the red. Red. You want to come look?
No.
No.
No, I,
What did you roll?
Natty
crit.
20.
whew.
You are in this moment, feel the stealth. You're like, fuck, I could sneak up on a god right now. You kind of wave your hair, and then you see every single dragonette serpentine look at you. That's the end of her turn, boys and girls. Alex, you are up.
You
You
feel
have
good about
taken
this.
1 hit,
Feel good.
correct?
Yes.
Okay, please make your wisdom saving throw for me.
Okay. I don't pass.
Would you roll?
You rolled
no.
a 7.
Oh.
I got a +9 to wisdom.
You know, all you guys are really good at wisdom too. Like I was hoping. Okay, those massive strikes. You.
We were feared with a non-fear.
That's why I said don't plan on anything. Right, you were still stuck in place, sir. Alrighty, that is the end of Alex's turn.
If I could just use one spell, I can do it.
We're on turn 3. Morgan, dear, we are up.
I'm gonna take my health potion now.
Okay, so bonus action.